Welcome back. Now permit us to rearrange the order of the subjects we're going to be having conversations on this morning. And after the clue that we gave you, did you guess right? You just saw his photograph there. Our special guest for this week is former Governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Mr. Obi was born in Onitsha. He attended Christ the King College, also in Onitsha, and he then went to the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy in 1984. He became governor in 2006, early in 2006. He was impeached in 2007, and the impeachment was overturned. And he regained the seat, and he was there up until early this year when elections were held, and he served 2 terms as governor of Anambra State. So, Mr. Obi, you're welcome once again. You've been away from governance, and you know what I mean. Just a few, well, we can just say a few days ago. So, what have you been doing with yourself since you left Government House?
Very good question. Just call it relaxing, taking his talk and reflecting on governance, on Nigeria, on a lot of issues.
On power.
On general issue about the country.
Not power as in being in power.
No, power. Yeah,
yes.
power. I know clearly where you're going. On power issue. A lot of other issues, not just power, on poverty, on education, on everything.
Pardon me for asking you this question. It's an unfair question, but I just have to ask it. Looking back at the 8 years or so that you were governor, can you just give us a little self-assessment of those years?
Well, for me, I always say it is not for me to assess myself. It's for the people to assess what I did in 8 years.
That's why I said it was an unfair question.
People said to me, what is your best achievement and everything? I said, well, bringing sanity and peace to the state. That is more critical than any other thing. We brought them, was like moving from where there is chaotic, disorganized, and you're trying to just turn it into sanity, moving the people again from the way of their thinking and perception of life to the right direction. That is the most critical thing. And a lot of other things, a few things you can look at. If you look at the newspapers just 2 days ago, it said Anambra State best in WAEC and Nigeria. When I started campaigning, schools were closed in Anambra State, remember, for 18 months. So there was no school. People were withdrawing their children from schools and sending them to another state, and then the teachers were not paid for it, to a situation where when I left, they're not the best in the country. In WAEC, in NECO and everything, those things come back. So you can look at it and say, well, listen, schools were taken forcefully from missionaries for 40 years. So there was a few things that the people would judge with. We can look at the issue of health and say, well, listen, we were the best in the Bill Gates Fund competition, and a few other things. We have a teaching hospital, so there were a few other, but the people will assess.
Let's take a look at education for starters. In terms of education, in your 8 years, you said the state became the best just as you were leaving. What percentage was scored in WAEC by? Well,
it was about 67, 68%. But when you compare it to where it used to be, for us to, in a situation where, since the state was created, we've never been among the best 10. To now move to be the best, it's quite a huge movement. And I can tell you that I'm sure it will be sustained at that.
So when you look at the quality of education that the children in Anambra State are receiving, for example, quite a few governors have been here, either on this program or on our sister program, Sunrise Daily. And the impression given is we have very poor quality of teachers.
Oh, no, I agree entirely that I mean, in the whole of West Africa, Ghana came top. There's no reason why Ghana should come top to Nigeria. Yes, they still, you see, what I tell people is, we are not there. Anambra State or Nigeria is not where we should be. The commitment is not having 100% result. It's 100% effort. Let us know we're in the right direction, whether it's in power, whether it's in poverty, let us be on the right road. When I took over, my commitment, one of my commitments was that we don't know where we're going. So when you don't know where you're going, every road will lead you there. So what we did was to design a clear vision, which we anchored on the universally accepted vision, Millennium Development Goals. Because that is what is universally accepted, that if you do this, you're doing the right thing. So there's no need to go and start doing 10-point, 2-point agenda when there's something that is already universally designed. What we did is to fashion a strategy within that universally accepted vision of the UN and said, since this is accepted, let us fashion a strategy for delivery of all this. And that's what we christened Anambra Integrated Development Strategy, which is just a single process that allowed us to work in all areas of MDGs, plan properly, ensure that we budget to suit the plan, execute and assure delivery. We moved our planning and budgeting from being supply-driven to demand-driven. We go to the people and say, we want to work on health. What do you want us to do? With this, we will work on all areas of MDG simultaneously. And you can go to the UN and ask them the result. So you can go to Anambra State and ask them the result. You can go to the people and ask them the result.
So when you look at what you have done over the 8 years, Millennium Development Goals are quite clear and very succinct. And when you look at that in terms of quality and quantity of achievement in percentage terms, where would you say after 8 years of your
just
assessment?
go and ask the people.
No, you must know.
No,
you must know what you did.
You cannot be a participant in an examination and mark yourself. The people
but I would know what I scored.
That is why. No. It is after the people have scored you. Let me tell you, when people from Kuru, Nigerian Institute of Strategic Studies, came to me in Anambra State, they said to me, go and ask them. I think it was a section that was, I can call people who are involved that are not prominently, Mrs. Sanity. And they said to me, oh, wait, we want you to bring people to Oka so we can talk to them and know how your government is doing. I said, okay, come out in the morning, we'll go to. So when they came out in the morning, waiting to see the people I brought from various areas of Anambra, I said, this is your boss. I'm going to enter this bus without security. Let's go to the market. So we drove straight to the market in Onitsha. They said, no, your security. I said, no security. Let me tell you, nobody wants to kill you if you're doing the right thing, because they too want to have the right thing. So don't worry. We will go to the market. When we get to the market, ask anybody you like in the market. So, because if I bring people here, there are people who are paid, designed to say what they want to say. So they go to the market in Onitsha. What they tell you is the truth. Okay. I can pay for you to go to the market, but not to tell you here that I did well, I didn't do well. Okay. It is the people, because you are serving the people. You are here complaining about power. I'm sure that if you call those who are providing power, they say power is everywhere. But what you want to do
say that.
Yeah, so the people say it's there.
And they do tell us.
For me, service is about the people. It is the people that will say, you're on the right track. And I thank the people of Anambra State. They supported me with their prayers, with the support and everything. You know, this is the first time I'm appearing in a TV show in 3 years. I didn't know channel was here. I used to know when you were in Maryland, and I went there. They said, oh, they're no longer there. This is your third year of being here. I've never been here. Okay. Because I'm not a TV presenter, not a TV listener. I'm serving the people of Anambra State. Okay. Let the people tell you.
Okay. Okay.